go, Tim Dillon.
How are you, sir?
I'm good now, looking at that coat.
Thank you for having me. It's Raccoon. I went to a furrier in New York, and two little old Jewish guys, and they go, we don't have anything in your size, like a sable or chinchilla or any of the high end. But then one of the little guys goes, we may have a raccoon in the back. And he and he came out with this, and this is a raccoon, but he was explaining it's from Finland. Like, these raccoons are Finnish.
Is that the actual color of their fur? Or did they dye that? Because
I think
it's like a blonde, almost like a grizzly bear.
I think the raccoons in Finland have different colors, perhaps.
Let's Google that.
Yeah,
What does a raccoon look like in Finland? Is that a different animal? What do they call them? They call them dumpster dogs or something like that?
Trash pandas.
Trash pandas, that's it.
You know?
Yeah.
And listen, I like a raccoon too, but I also like fur. I think people should be allowed to wear fur.
Well, it is weird that you're allowed to kill animals and eat them.
Why do they call it a raccoon dog?
Oh, so it is kind of similar to the coat I have.
I typed in Finland raccoon and it just keeps saying raccoon dog.
Raccoon dog.
See, in Finland they seem to be more tan.
Yeah, that looks like your coat.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like a raccoon. Like, if I saw that, I wouldn't say that's a raccoon. I'd be like, what is that?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It's kind of got a raccoony face. Like, scroll back up to those images. Like, that picture up there, that's a raccoony face, this cute creature. That's a raccoony face. But the color of it, I'd be like, what is that?
That one looks a little weird.
That's weird. Yeah. So they call him a raccoon dog?
I just typed in.
Bro, you got a dog coat on. That's rough.
I knew it. I think I got taken advantage of. This was it. They kind of looked at each other a few times, and this one didn't even have the liner in. They put the liner in.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a very cheap liner.
Oh.
They put the liner in. I just went in because I was curious about. I don't understand it. I get curious about different things. So these furriers in New York City, a lot of them will kick you out if you don't have an appointment. So one of them just said, we can't deal with you. You don't have an appointment, go. But then these two guys were nice enough to talk to me a little bit, and I was just asking questions. I'm like, what's the deal? They're like, well, sable is like the top thing. And then they're like, obviously, mink and chinchilla and fox.
Could they make you a custom one your size? So you'd have to order it.
They could absolutely make a custom one, but I wanted something fun to come on here with.
Yeah.
So I said, I don't really even want one of these. So I just want to do like an impulse buy. Just give me something to buy.
Right.
I don't want to think
and
about this.
You got the raccoon.
And then the guy goes, we have a raccoon. I don't know what it is. It could be a costume.
And that might have been what the Patterson guy wore in the Bigfoot footage.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is, but it is a fun, and it's got that hood. It's got a hood like if you were a rapper or something like this.
Do you know Bill Blumenreich from Boston?
Of course.
Yeah. Bill had a mink coat once.
Yeah.
And he let me try it on. I'm like, let me try that on.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, it's so warm.
It's
He's
amazing.
Like, yeah. There's a reason why people like them.
But people get real mad.
Oh, yeah, they don't like it. But it's also weird. Like, you're allowed to wear leather.
Right.
Like, what is leather? Leather is everywhere. Everybody wears leather.
It's in
leather
cars.
is just the fur removed. That's all it is.
Right.
Like
crocodile scales.
There's a company called Origin, and one of the elk that I shot, we took the hide and had the hide shipped to them. They're going to turn it into boots.
Yeah,
it's good use of leather.
Of course.
But that's normal. Nobody gets freaked out if they see you with leather boots.
Well, wasn't this
Everybody
the
has leather
entire? I
boots
mean,
on.
you know more than me, but the Native Americans who respected the animals and the environment, it was all about utilizing every part of the animal.
Yeah, they used everything they could, and
Right.
they lived in harmony with them. Like, you know, especially like some of these Native American tribes had these relationships where they were migratory with the animals.
Right.
Like buffalo and the Comanche, they followed them around, man, and they used all their blankets, all sorts of things.
Yeah,
their teepees, everything. Like,
so to me, I don't understand where it became, so controversial.
Because it's really rich people flaunting that they can go have someone murder a mink for them.
Right.
And you're wearing this thing, and you've got all these diamonds, and you're walking in fabulous. It's imbalanced. It's grossly imbalanced.
To a degree.
You're a rapper with like hundreds in your hands. You're throwing them out.
Sure, but
to the
somehow
crowd.
I look balanced with nature in this in an odd way. I don't even feel like I look rich in this. I look a little crazy.
Well,
I
you
look like
have
a guy
balanced
on
it
the
out.
brink of something, and not a good thing.
It depends on what you like.
It
I would
depends.
look at it. That's a fun guy. My initial reaction when I saw you in, I was like, "This is awesome."
It's interesting because it does seem to me. I understand that people are morally against it, but when you start like, I don't know, throwing paint on people, right?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Red paint. I was in Beverly Hills once. They had like outside of a store. They were like chanting. And they were trying to intimidate people walking in the store. It just feels silly.
I had a girl tell me once, she was upset at the Comedy Store, that I had fur, I had a hoodie with fur around the edges of it. And she just like out of nowhere, I wasn't even talking to her. She's like, something shitty about the fur.
Right.
I go, it's fake.
Yeah.
I go, it's fake fur.